Welcome to another episode of the Bethesda Brothers Podcast. I am the King Fanman, joined as always with my partner in crime, Joey Caps Gaming, or as I call him, Brother Joe. How you doing, Brother Joe?
King, I'm doing, King. How are you? How are you doing?
I am doing great. It is great to be back with you, and it's great to talk some Bethesda. That's what we always talk about here on the Bethesda Brothers Podcast. So let's jump right into it, and I got something great to talk about. The Elder Scrolls 6. Because you know what? This year, 2025, is going to be the year of the Elder Scrolls. We may not get the Elder Scrolls 6 this year. You know what? We might get a trailer this year. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Imagine if we get a trailer.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Imagine if we get a trailer, and then right after that trailer, they also say, "Oh, here's another thing, Oblivion." Imagine.
You know what we did get? We got a tease from a Bethesda employee.
Ooh.
Yeah, we did. Emil Pagliaro.
Emil!
The Emil Pagliaro gave us a tease of the Elder Scrolls. At least we think it's the Elder Scrolls. I'll put the picture up right now. Here it is of him in all his glory. What do you think about this picture of Emil? What do you think he's representing here, Joe?
I don't know. I assume something Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. It kind of looks like maybe Hammerfell, maybe, you think?
Yeah.
Some might say, well, no, it's Indiana Jones. He's just talking about Indiana Jones, but he don't have anything to do with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he has nothing to do with Indiana Jones. He has everything to do with Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
And it's like you do, it's part of the marketing, right? And you do things intentionally, and this is, and Bethesda loves to just drop things, dribs and drabs and hints, and they love doing that stuff.
And we've been getting drips. I like that, drips and drabs. We've been getting drips and drabs from Bethesda. Remember, there was a Bethesda employee that accidentally let his LinkedIn account be leaked, and we saw some images that showed, again, very Hammerfell-y. Is that a word?
Hammerfell. I mean, we can make it into a word if you want.
Yeah. Here's some images, again, that show some things that look like the Hammerfell type, the Red Guards and the desert type region. Now, these were not supposed to be leaked, but remember way back, Bethesda gave us another hint. Remember the New Year's thing that Bethesda gave us of the past, the present, and the future, looking forward.
Yeah, and can you believe that was 5 years ago?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
Unbelievable, though. It's been the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer is what, 7 years old now? Almost.
Yeah, it is. But Joe, with all of this stuff about Hammerfell, the great news is we can go all the way back. Forget all of these drips and drabs, like you say. Go all the way back to the first Starfield trailer. They told us where the Elder Scrolls was going to be.
Yeah.
If you remember, in the very first Starfield trailer, and they always do this with their games. And I can remind you, and you know this, in Fallout 4. Remember Fallout 4? In the opening scenes of Fallout 4, they told us about Vault 76, the TV announcer.
Yeah, right in the very beginning.
The very beginning.
You could just sit down and yep.
He was talking about Vault 76. Well, the very first Starfield trailer, the alpha footage of the Starfield trailer, there is a map drawn on the side of the console of the cockpit of the ship. Do you remember?
Hmm. Yep.
And it not only has Hammerfell, it also has High Rock.
Mm. So what you're telling me is Starfield and Elder Scrolls are in the same.
No. No. I'm telling you,
I'm kidding. I had to. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm telling you, they gave us where the Elder Scrolls is going to be all the way back there, and it's going to be a double region, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hammerfell and High Rock. And what I want to do on today's show is kind of look into Hammerfell and High Rock because I think too many people are looking just at Hammerfell. And Hammerfell is an amazing place. It's the place of the Red Guard. Most people think it's just a desert. It's not. It's full of a lot of different regions. But I love High Rock. High Rock is the place of the Bretons. And we're going to look
Mm.
into both of those places today as much as 25 minutes will give us. But something even better, Joe, there
Yeah.
is something in between Hammerfell and High Rock. And we've talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again today. What is in between Hammerfell and High Rock? There's water.
Water? Oh, whoa. Okay.
And what can Bethesda do with water?
Fish?
Do you think we're going to see the ships? And we've talked about that
The
before,
ships?
and I
Yeah.
think we will
Yeah.
again today. The Iliac Bay sits in between Hammerfell and High Rock, and
See, King, it's funny, with it's funny how many doors, right, Starfield opens up for future games like Fallout, like Elder
and
Scrolls.
they always do that too. They build upon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, with the vehicles being in Starfield, they could do something like that in Elder Scrolls, like ships, like what you're saying, or even for Fallout in the future. Like it just opens up a bunch of possibilities. So yeah, I think you could see ships, of course, in Elder Scrolls, and that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I agree. My
I mean,
point.
there's got to be if you've got both of these regions, you've got to have ships. You've got to be
I
able to
think
build your own ship. It's got to
Yeah, I
be.
think so.
Got
And
to
I
be.
think that's a thing. Yeah.
Got to
I
be.
agree. Yeah. I agree.
Now, whether there's going to be ship I mean, there's all kinds of things that comes into that. Is there going to be ship battles like Assassin's Creed Black Flag? I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder how big. I wonder if it's going to be like a game in a game,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? Like if like you're in your ship and if it's just more so a Sea of Thieves thing and it's like a different game.
While you're on the sea. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 you know what I mean?
Exactly.
If it's just a different game and then this is it's like you could that's really what they try to achieve in
They
these
do.
games.
Yeah. They
They
like to
try
put
to
5
achieve
games in
different
one game. Yeah.
exactly different play styles and they just try to so just to make you play it for as long as humanly possible.
Yes.
So yeah, if the ships, you would think that that's a thing. And I wonder too if ships are in Elder Scroll 6, which they should be. Do you think we could get a taste of something like that in Oblivion? In an Oblivion remake?
Oh, interesting.
Because maybe we'll get a taste of it in an Oblivion remake, and then we'll see the full thing, in Elder Scroll 6.
I
Does that make sense?
figure they would wait just
Yeah.
because this is my idea about the Elder Scrolls 6.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Think about the Elder Scrolls 6. Think about the expectations that they have with the Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, they are going up against Skyrim. Okay, that's
Yeah.
some major expectations.
Yeah, it is.
You've got to do something magical to compete with your last game, and them waiting as long as they've waited really hurts them because Skyrim is now, well, to use a word that they've actually put with the game, it's become legendary. I mean,
Yeah.
it is legendary.
Yeah. See, King, it's they that's a good point. They have to with Elder Scrolls 6, it has to be at as good. Not as good, but they're competing with Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, but they're also trying to restore their reputation a little bit. That's dwindled over the
Oh,
course of the
absolutely.
past like 10 years or something. So that's very important too. That's what they're basically, Elder Scrolls 6 is hopefully going to restore people's, faith in Bethesda. And that's what we hope for because a lot of people are thinking Elder Scrolls 6 won't be very good. And if that's the case, oh my gosh, I mean, I don't even know if we see Fallout. Right? I mean, it's if Elder Scrolls 6 is bad. So my point is, it can't be bad.
Yeah.
So they're not only competing with the legacy and the legend that Skyrim is, they're competing with or fighting for their lives basically, and saying, "Hey, this might be it.
They're
We got to figure this out now."
they are fighting a lot of ghosts, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
But
They are.
they honestly picking where they've picked a perfect scenario to win. And I think
Yeah,
today we can show that if we've got enough time to show it because Hammerfell, for one, is a wonderful place to do it. It's such a diverse place. And what I mean is, Bethesda loves to do this. You look at Fallout 76. Fallout 76 has a very diverse place. You've got the forest, you've got the mire, you've got all these different regions.
yeah,
Well, Hammerfell is like that. If you look up Hammerfell, you think Hammerfell and you think, well, it's desert, it's rocky, it's, sandy. It's got a huge desert in it, but it's got, if you look it up, it's got 6 distinct regions in it.
mhm,
To the west, it's got a rainforest in it. A
yeah,
rainforest. We've never seen a rainforest before. To the
yeah.
north, it has a jungle. We've never seen a jungle before.
Right. Yeah.
I can't wait to see those things. If Bethesda pulls those things off, see, those are anything new like that, those can be spectacular. So with them bringing in ships, with them bringing in rainforest and jungle, that is a chance to pull off something new and special and wonderful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and they have to do it.
They do.
They have to do it. They have no choice.
Yeah.
This has to be good.
Yeah.
Because we can't have, no offense to Starfield, and I completely honest, King, I enjoyed Starfield. Like the it does have, I did experience a very terrible glitch where I can't continue on one of the main quests, unfortunately, or the side quest rather, the Ryujin quest line. It's just, I'm stuck, like I can't do anything. But it's they have to fix things like that too in their games, of course. But just Starfield in general has a really bad rep. They did this with 76. They did it again with Starfield. It can't happen to Elder Scrolls. It can't happen. Even they did allow it to happen years ago with ESO in the beginning.
Yep.
that had a bad reputation too. And I know it's a different studio, like I get it, but it's the same IP. We're talking about the same IP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that Bethesda Game Studios, especially, I hope they're going to take care of Elder Scrolls 6 because they, my goodness, they're depending on that game because Starfield, and you're not hearing anything about Starfield anymore.
No,
we don't know about new DLC for Starfield. We hope that there will be. We're not hearing anything. King, am I wrong?
no.
Like we're not hearing anything.
No, they should be.
I want to know something.
Yeah.
Like why can't we get a Starfield expansion in this summer?
They should have a roadmap and all kinds of stuff. But that's a whole other podcast.
I know, but to bring it back,
they should have they should have a whole active team working on it with a roadmap and have
They need to take care of Elder Scrolls 6.
They do.
They have to.
They do.
Starfield was a mess.
Which would make me feel much more comfortable, and I think this is what you're saying. It would make me feel much more comfortable about the Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to this. High Rock, which is the place of the Bretons, and I love this. And I just talked a little bit about Hammerfell. High Rock has totally different type regions. It's mostly forest. Now, you think more Oblivion type landscape, except you get up into the north part of High Rock, and it is ancient forest where it's these huge trees, Joe. We haven't seen anything like this. Plus, there is a region of High Rock that is called the Badlands, and it's a gloomy moors type place. Ooh. So this is and it's full of vampires and other stuff. So again, more very cool places that Bethesda can play around with. There is very distinct, very cool places in both of these regions. If you go through, in fact, there's 6 regions in both Hammerfell and High Rock. You've got, in Hammerfell, you've got the rainforest, you've got the desert, you've got a jungle, you've got a rocky area, you've got the Dragon Tail Mountains, and then you got the grasslands. In High Rock, you've got the forests, the rolling hills and the plains. You've got the rocky outcrops. You've got the ancient woodlands that I was talking about, those big, huge trees. Yeah. Then in the north, you've got the moors, the gloomy badlands. Then finally, in the top north, you've got the snowy mountaintops, so much like Skyrim was. And plus, we haven't even talked about it. There's several islands off of Hammerfell and one island off of High Rock. So while we have those ships, there's also going to be little islands that we can go to as well. I mean, there is so much that they can do if they do this whole region and do it right. It will be absolutely fantastic. And I truly believe that Todd Howard knows that he has to go over the top with this one. No doubt.
Yeah.
They have to hit a home run with this one, and I think he knows it.
The frustrating thing is, though, if they do hit a home run, okay, great, we'll be happy. Then what happened on the last one on Starfield?
Yeah.
What happened? You know, it's this unfortunate. I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm really not. You know, it's just. But as far as expectations go, they're very low.
You look at it, and let me give you the positive. I can be instead of devil's advocate, I'll be angel's advocate. Okay.
There you go. I like that better.
Fallout 76 and Starfield were brand new things for Bethesda Game Studios. They were brand new things.
Mm. Yeah.
If right out of Fallout 4, if they would have turned around and done the Elder Scrolls 6, would we be in the same position that we are, or would they have hit a home run again? We don't know. They went
Yeah.
into something brand new that they knew nothing about. They knew nothing about online.
Yeah.
They knew nothing about multiplayer. And
Yeah.
they have made a game that is sustained for 7 years. That's not too bad for a multiplayer game. You look at, and some people can say, yeah, but look at the problem. Listen, you look at many online multiplayer games that have come and gone since Fallout 76 started.
I know. I
There
know.
is one main one that I'm thinking about that I really wanted to play that has come and gone. What and I
Is it Anthem?
Yeah, there you go. There's one. But there's several that have come and gone since Fallout 76.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to give them some credit with that.
I mean, what they did, it would have 76, I think, would have died if it wasn't for Wastelanders.
Oh, absolutely,
It would have
100%.
died
Yeah,
because it wasn't people didn't like it. It wasn't popular. Honestly, me personally, I kind of wish that you could play that build still
I do. I
and you
loved
had
it.
an
I
option to
loved
go
the old
back
one.
into
Yeah,
that build. I enjoyed it,
I did too.
but it's I don't not a lot of people did though. So it's and it wasn't popular. So if it wasn't for Wastelanders, what Bethesda did, they knew what they did wrong and they fixed it pretty quick.
They did. Yeah.
And they did a really great job with Wastelanders.
Yep.
Whatever they did after that, it's whatever. But with Wastelanders was very good.
Yep.
Was very good.
And,
So they could do it when they want to do
yep.
it.
But and then Starfield again, brand new. Think about all the things that they did brand new with Starfield, and so many of them are good. Think about the ship mechanics, the ship building. All that is masterful. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really great. There are some things that definitely fell short in the game. I think they took on way too much. I think 1,000 planets is way too much.
Yeah. They did so much and then they did so much, but like for example, listen, 1,000 planets, yes, it's a lot, right? But the one thing that I wish they did better on was essentially their settlement stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was better.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could recruit people to live in a city. I wish I like my own, like on a new planet. I wish I could, start my own market or do basically what you did in Fallout 4, but do it in Starfield, and you can't.
But don't you believe that's because they did so much new stuff that they
Probably,
they
yeah.
didn't have that? And I truly believe this is what I believe. I believe there was so much more to Starfield that Phil Spencer, when he came in, remember he came in and they started cutting things to make sure there were no bugs.
Yeah,
I think there was a
I don't know.
lot cut
Yeah.
right at the end. I think there is a lot of Starfield sitting on the cutting room floor. That's just my opinion. There could be or there couldn't be. That's my opinion. But
Yeah.
there obviously was a lot left undone with Starfield, whether it was done and cut or whether it was left undone. We don't know.
It didn't help it though, King.
No,
It didn't help it.
obviously
That's
not.
like that's the thing.
Yep.
It's so you can't have that with Elder Scrolls.
No.
You can't have that.
Well, but that's my point. They're not doing that much new with the
It's
Elder
not,
Scrolls.
yeah. They're going back to a world with familiarity.
Yes.
And that they're, yeah.
That's the angel advocate that I'm giving you. Those two things
Yeah.
were everything was brand new. With Fallout
Yeah.
76, it was a brand new Frankenstein engine. Everything was new. Starfield, it was a brand new engine. Everything
Yeah.
was new
No.
with both of those things. The Elder Scrolls, they're going back in locked and loaded, knowing what they're doing. Now, if they're doing ships, that's going to be something new. But as you said, they already did something in Starfield. They've already got mechanics down, and they can hit the ground and go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that gives me great hope.
I hope
And they
so.
know they've got to do something that they can't leave it short.
Yeah. Restore our faith sooner than that.
Yes.
Make this next Starfield DLC, whatever it is, make that great.
Now, can they get the what we want is that magic feeling back. Can they get that? I don't know.
Yeah. So what magic feeling?
We want that feeling, that Christmas morning feeling. We want that feeling that Bethesda, you know every true
Yeah.
Bethesda fan knows it.
Yeah.
That feeling we had when we first played Skyrim, when we first even played Fallout 3,
Yeah.
when we first went out into the wasteland, it was just unreal.
Even Fallout
It
4.
was literally magical. We
Fallout
want
4
that
too.
feeling back. Did we get that feeling in Starfield? We got glimpses of it, but it never just grabbed a hold of you.
Yeah.
We got it a little bit, but not
Yeah. Yeah.
there. What my point today is, Hammerfell and High Rock. I'm excited because the challenge that they're with these two places, I believe they can bring the magic back.
I hope so. It's just as of late. Eh, for me, King,
Quit it, Joe.
wait, King. For me,
Yes.
it's show me.
Yep. I know.
Right? For example, baseball. Right?
Have you moved to
If
Missouri?
what?
The Show Me State.
No. You gotta if you could bat 300 and hit 30 home runs, show me that you could do it.
Uh huh.
Show me. You gotta show me. You gotta show me at some point in your career, did this kid hit 300 in the minor leagues? If he did, now it's the minor leagues, but if he did, then that means he's got a pretty good chance at that translating into the major leagues.
How about
Okay, so
how,
just show me that you can do it. Bethesda, you showed me in the past that you can make a pretty dang good game,
I was
a
about to
pretty
say,
breathtaking game.
how about Fallout 3
Show me Elder Scrolls 6.
Oblivion? I mean, one after another
I
after
I
another.
know, but look at the last three or the last two. It's King. They're not very popular amongst their core fan base of the people who did love the Skyrims and Fallout 4 even. You know what I'm saying? So
I do.
they have no choice but to hit a home run with Elder Scrolls 6. They have to. So with coming out with High Rock and Hammerfell, and it'll be a massive, massive, massive game. It better be good.
Yeah.
It has to be good, King.
Yeah. Nate Perkapile, one of the people that left
Yeah.
Bethesda, he said that was the reason he left. It was too stressful. he said
I know,
he
like it
said he
should
was getting ulcers.
these things that's not what you want to hear.
I know.
You don't want to hear that.
No, you don't.
You don't want to hear that. So I don't want to be negative. I want Elder Scrolls 6 to be amazing. They need to restore my faith somehow.
Yep.
They have to. I don't have a lot of faith in them.
I,
Even
I,
with 76, it's just it's what have you done lately?
I think
The
that
gleaming depths, okay, fine, but it's
I,
the end game stuff, fantastic.
I
You
think
know,
I think if you asked and gave a poll to the most hardened Bethesda fan and they were honest, they would probably say the exact same thing you're saying.
yeah,
That they want it, but deep down they're like, I just don't know.
yeah,
I, I,
that's the thing,
I know
man.
it's going to be okay, but I don't know how great it's going to be.
Yeah,
Because we
it,
all know things have changed. We all know things have changed.
yeah, they got to hit a home run. And you can make this map as big as you want. It better, like you said, King, 1,000 planets. It didn't need 1,000
It
planets.
didn't need 1,000 planets, no.
So you can make a game as big as you want. You better have the content in there. It better be good,
Yep.
and hopefully it is.
Yep.
Hopefully it's great, and hopefully Oblivion comes out and it will be good because it's Oblivion. It's an updated version of Oblivion, so it will be
This
good.
is the year of the Elder Scrolls. Yep. I can't
But
wait. I can't wait.
hope.
Honestly, I can't wait to get back in the Elder Scrolls. This has got me wanting to talk about the Elder Scrolls, wanting to get back in the
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls. We've got Oblivion coming out this year. We've got Sky Oblivion coming out this year.
Oh yes, that too. Yeah.
Maybe
Sky
we've got an
Oblivion.
Elder Scrolls trailer coming out this year. Man, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Joe, thank you for being on here.
Maybe on Oblivion too, though. I don't
Yes.
want you to say that's a definite thing. Maybe on Oblivion because we don't know.
There ain't no maybe to it. It's coming. It's coming. By June, it will
I
be.
love the faith.
It will be in our hands by June. Watch it. Watch it.
Oh, man.
Watch it.
In our hands by June.
June. Yes.
Look at this beautiful thing. Isn't this nice?
You have a very loving wife. That's all I will say.
Yeah, she loves me, King.
If you are not subscribed to Joey Caps Gaming, do it now, please,
Do it
right now.
now. Content is coming.
His link is down in the description below, Joey Caps Gaming. Also, if you are not subscribed to The Shift and you love baseball, that is down in the link below. It is Mr. Ballhead's baseball channel. So y'all please go
Mr. Baldhead.
please go subscribe to The Shift, and
Thank
he will be very appreciative to that. And if you are not subscribed to me yet and you're still watching this, what are you doing? Please hit that subscribe button. I am the King Fan Man. He is Joey Caps. Thank y'all for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.